That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This one from 46 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Fields on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That'll be caught by Anderson.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
In. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Williams will try again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And he'll just get rid of it. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Check the backers, check the backers.
Herbert back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Fields. That is caught by Anderson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on second down. Fields puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in here by Jackson. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Three buzz. Safe. Whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. Lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jimmy Graham, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. That's caught right side by Anderson. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Fields. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Following the penalty, it's Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with
and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justice Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's brought down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off-play action, Fields. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
You better be afraid of me. Seven's a Mike.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hill one more time. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A shotgun snap, Fields. Out left to Anderson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And his pass is intercepted for the
Do what we do.
today.
Do what we do.
Picked up by Justin Reed. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So this, CD, it's obviously such a big game. We'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on, but I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said this is where you need your stars to shine their brightest.
And ordinarily, you would just tell them in a locker room setting, wouldn't you, in a meeting room setting? But he used the biggest stage he had in his media availability and sounded the horn to his team. Told his stars, we don't want you to be solid in this game. We need you to be extraordinary. And sometimes that creates more pressure. But he also believes if you're going to be a star in this league, you need to perform well in games like this and guide your team.
Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Kill. Turn up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7, Mike. 17. Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hurt. I'm coming.
Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
no feet. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Check.
From the gun, here's Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Get ready. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions.